What's up guys, it's your boy Ace, and today I'm starting a new series which is going to put a lot of emphasis on the improvements that Madden needs to make so that going into next season we have a much more enjoyable product, and that's the key. We need a game with better replay value and a game that spans from August to August, not from August to February, and everybody benefits from that. Everybody would love to have a game good enough to span from August to August, and EA would benefit most from that. So this series is compiled to achieve just that, and this first video's topic is really going to talk about what makes a game good, and then we go into the other episodes that will kind of outline how to achieve it and certain topics. So before I get into all of that, I want to start off by saying this is not an EA bash fest. I am done shitting on them. I've come to the realization that that achieves more of the same. Doesn't do much. It gets you blocked on Twitter, and you got to realize that they have exclusive rights to this game, and it's not changing for quite some time. So this is not me kneeling before them. This is me just kind of being woke to the fact that, you know, we have to work as a team here, because if you just keep mentioning them on Twitter, you know, being very negative towards them, that's not going to do much. There's a lot of good people at EA, people who are developers. I know some of them, and they're good guys. The main issue with EA comes from corporate, and that's how it usually works with most companies. The corporate sucks. But that's not really the topic of this video. So I just wanted to preface that. This is anything I say negative, it's my honest opinion. It's not to bash EA. And then next, I want to say Madden 18 is not a good game, in my opinion. I think it's about a 2 out of 10. And this is coming from a huge football fan. Not just any average Joe who watches football, you know, with his friends and drinks beer. This is coming from somebody who does it as a career. I'm not talking about this channel. I do analytics for pro football teams as well as Division I college teams. Excuse me. And I do that during the football season. It's just my life. Football's my passion. I want to one day be in a front office for a pro NFL team. I'm far off from that right now, but I'm working my way up. And really, it's just Madden should be naturally my favorite game, and it's not even close. It's super frustrating because Madden 17 had its own issues, but it just got worse with Madden 18. Like, as soon as I saw Tom Brady was the cover athlete for Madden 18, I was probably stupid for thinking this, but I automatically thought it was going to be the greatest game of all time because it's got the greatest player of all time on the cover. And I was just extremely disappointed. I stopped playing this game about 2 months after the fact. Like, for the first 2 months, I was no life in the game. I was on it all the time, creating content, competing, doing weekend league. I was doing all of that, guys. Like, Madden was my life for the first 2 months. So, I guess September and October. And then it just kind of lost, I just kind of lost interest. I was very stressed out playing the game because there's just so much fluke in the game. It's ridiculous. Yes, it kind of comes with the sport. Football is a fluky sport. The ball is like an egg shape, and that causes for a fluke in itself because it bounces weird. You know, you can recover a fumble that you're not really supposed to recover, and then, you know, punt a ball, it'll spin weird, it'll bounce off your returner's face mask, and the team will recover and kick a game-winning field goal. Like, and of course, the Giants beat the Patriots 10 years ago when they were undefeated. That's a fluke, in my opinion. But it just happens. It happens in football, but the discrepancy between Madden and real life fluke is like not even close. Madden has so much more fluke. It feels like 50% of the games you play involve fluke. And when it comes down to that, it's not a game really worth playing because it kind of damages your sanity. If you go on Twitter and you follow some of the more popular Madden community people, you'll see some of the most outrageous clips in the history of football. And the worst one I've ever seen happen a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to try to post it on the screen right now, where a guy was driving down the field and he got into field goal range, and he was trying to stop the clock, So he was no huddling, and he was going to spike the ball and kick the game-winning field goal. But as he spiked, he bounced it off his center's heel, and it bounced up, and the defense intercepted it and returned it for 6. And he lost like that because the game is just that bad that you can't even spike the ball without getting a pick 6. So to me, that's awful. You can't have a game where you expect people to play tons of games, yet have so much fluke in it that it's going to damage the most sane person's brain. And I consider myself a pretty sane person. And what you need to do is really look at games that you don't get mad at when you play. And for me, I play Overwatch, I play PUBG, I play Fortnite. Those are games that I spend my time on frequently now because I actually enjoy playing them. I don't get more mad than happy. I'm way more happy than I am mad. And don't get me wrong, I lose all the time. Like, I'm not really amazing at any of those games. And I lose plenty of times, but I'm kind of okay with losing. And I'm a very competitive person. But when you play a game that is just made by a very good company, and again, like, this is really not purposely to shit on EA, but a game like Overwatch that's made by Blizzard, you can just tell how much testing went into the game. Because if you lose a game, I dare you guys to play Overwatch at least once and ever blame it on the game. Like, I have played 3 or 4 days worth of gameplay, and not once have I played a game where I could really blame it on the game when I lose. And to me, that's key. So what I'm going to do is, in these upcoming videos, really outline what we can do to improve the game and make it into something that people will play year-round and not go crazy doing, because that's the most important thing. We're here to have fun, and if you're not having fun, you're actually being more mad than happy. That's a problem. So what I am going to do now is post my Twitter on the screen. Please follow me. This is important because I'm going to be posting polls throughout the next coming weeks. And that's going to provide me a lot of insight because I need to know what you guys think. It's going to really validate my point of view if you guys agree with me. And it's also going to tell me if I'm in the minority and, you know, if I need to tweak my point of view. So please follow me at Ace Madden Tips. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be posting episode 2 very shortly, and I'll see you guys later.